it like a crack addict. Excuse my language. How y'all feeling? Peace and love. We're gonna do this right. Like always, like we always do about this time. It's 2 o'clock on a Monday. I know some of y'all might be at work or what have you. Wipe your feet, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. Let's get it going. Let me share this out, matter of fact. I'll share it aloud myself. Peace, peace, peace. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wipe your feet when we come in the door. Let me know who we got in the building, man. Where we from. What you representing, all the good stuff. This right here is like, I guess some of these stories is really long overdue. Like 20 years. What's good? What's good? Happy holidays. Peace and love to you and yours. Hope everything's well. Happy Kwanzaa. If anybody still celebrate Kwanzaa, you know what I'm saying? Hanukkah, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. I can celebrate the New Year. You know what I mean? And it was just my birthday. If y'all don't know, my birthday was on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, Christmas, baby. You know? But, yeah, man. Don't you come over here with your nonsense, Sherry. So, how many people... Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. So how many of y'all actually seen the gin battle? I'm gonna wait till a couple more people get in here so I get in the story more. But yeah, a lot of y'all seen the gin battle, but y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know what the real behind the scenes was or what even led up to that or just how hard it was to get through that for me, right? Salute. Salute. Yeah, we here again. That was your favorite battle from us? Okay. Salute to all the newcomers, man. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Life is serious with the movement and the mission. You know what I'm saying? We just in here chopping up real life. This is a 20-year-old story, man. 19-year-old story. That I never broke this down, right? Look, I get it. You're from India. Shout out to India, bro. We love everybody, okay? I know you're like, I'm from India. I see you, brother. Salute to India. 2 million people in China, right? That was that battle, right? So, all right, boom. Around this time, I had already started my journey in Fight Club, right? I had already had like a couple battles that was lit, right? The Ace battle, which I just was kind of recapping yesterday with y'all. The other, battles that I had was just, I was going in. Like, I was just doing stuff that I was like, hadn't been done. You know what I'm saying? And the way I was chopping it, the way I was coming was like, we ain't never really seen nobody rapping like this, right? Where it was like more snapping and personality. It was almost like stand-up comedy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized the format. It was like, oh, this is what you gotta do. You gotta make them laugh. You gotta you gotta snap on a nigga. It ain't just you rhyming or whatever, but it's like, nah, you gotta kind of put things in a way where it feels like you talking to them, because then they want to keep hearing you talk. Now what's the saying? Talk to them. Right or wrong, right? Initially, the whole thing they used to say about me was, it's like he ain't even, like he's talking. It's like he ain't really rapping though, he's like talking. He's snapping. Right? At first, that's how they was trying to jack it, right? Because they hadn't seen a style like mine. It was it was different the way I was coming. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So, basically, what wound up happening was I basically won all of the other battles that you could win, and there was one that was basically was a tournament. It was a tournament with 4 people, and the winner goes home with $10,000, right? Now, all these other battles had already been filmed by MTV because MTV was coming through with the cameras, right? They was coming through, filming everything and feeling like, you know, they was basically looking at it as this is like an underground sensation type of thing. So they was filming all the battles. They was coming through, getting all that footage, right? So I already knew that if I wow out, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's on MTV. The whole world's gonna see this regardless, right? So I already knew all you gotta do is go crazy, right? So I had been going crazy, but I literally had told the guys at Fight Club at this time, there's two people I don't want to battle. And those two people was Jin and this other kid from England named Too Much. This is the reason I didn't want to battle them. Because honestly, at this time, I didn't care about for the glory and whatever. I just wanted to get some money. It's literally what I thought. I want to get some money. I want to do the things that's going to, you know, put me in a different space, in a different bracket. So what do I need to do? I need to get a couple dollars ASAP. If I could battle rap and somebody puts the money right there on the table and I leave with the money, I'm good. Right? You good. You leaving with $10,000. You leaving with $5,000 for a day's work. Right? That was beautiful to me. But I didn't want to chance it. Right? And I knew Jin's gimmick was so strong at that time that it was like he could just say some regular funny stuff and they would go crazy because it's no disrespect. It's the Chinese guy. It's like, yo, nah, this Chinese dude is killing you. Like, they look at it as almost like, let's say for instance, if you just having a head up fight with somebody in the hood and it's a white boy or a Chinese guy or whatever, they're damn near gonna be rooting for him unless it's your boys or something, but they looking at it like, yo, this Chinese dude getting with him though. Like, it's like you damn near rooting for him because he's in our culture. You know what I'm saying? He's in our culture and he's forging a way. He's making a way. It looks like, man, this Chinese dude ain't playing, right? And at the time, the round was only 60 seconds, right? So the rounds are so short that you really didn't have a chance to get all crazy into no right into no bag. If you don't get a couple quick reactions, a couple quick laughs, and people ooze off, you lost. That's how it worked. And everything was so momentum based that it was like, wait a minute. If you don't get that first push, if it don't start seeming like you're going somewhere with your round right away, yeah, they tune out, right? And we talking about a time when people wasn't even really dissecting bars like that yet. You know what I'm saying? People was just, it was just easy peasy, right? So long story short, I didn't want to battle Jim. I told them, nah, I don't want to battle him. I don't want to battle the other guy, right? Because in my mind, I wanted to have battles that not only was like, I can win, I wasn't ducking no wreck, but I was looking at it as like, is that a smart bet? To battle the guy that everybody's, you know, that wins every time without having to say that much? So I was like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. OnlyFans, you keep saying OnlyFans. I hope you don't want me to make OnlyFans for any weird waist down purposes. But anyway, hit that like if you just coming in here, man. Troll pass. You can say whatever you want, as long as it's not too weird, as long as you double tap that screen, man. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. So boom. So at this time, this is the part of it that's like I haven't really shared this with the world in entirety, right? At this time, you know why I was so extra adamant on gambling on battle rap? Because at this time, I was really physically going through something. I was really physically messed up, right? And my stomach, I had what's called a hiatal hernia, right? But I didn't know it at the time. What was happening with me was I was just in excruciating pain all the time, right? And I didn't understand why. It wasn't making sense. So I went to the doctor. When I went to the doctor, they told me, you're good. You just got acid reflux, right? And I was like, nah, that ain't it, right? Like, ain't no way it's just, I don't have acid. You know what I'm saying? How's it acid reflux without acid? They're like, oh, well, you got GERD. They literally told me every gastrointestinal disorder that you could have that I had. They told me I had Crohn's disease. They gave me Nexium, Protonics, some other medicine that you see advertised on TV. They said that you have a GERD, gastrointestinal reflux disorder, right? Then they said that you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, right? Then they said they went through about 5 different diseases that they said that I had. Pause, right? I was going back and forth to the doctor for about 3 years. Now, once I've been taking all of these medicines that wasn't working, and it's kind of not flattering to say, but what would be happening was I would always be gassy as hell. I'd be burping. I would like randomly have to fart and some shit. Like it would just be bloated. It wasn't reflux. It wasn't gas. I mean, it wasn't acid. It was just gas. I just felt full of air all the time. It get trapped in your back. It get trapped underneath your ribs. Like there's no pain like gas pain, bro. Just imagine where like you feel like it's an air. It's like somebody sticks a air tube underneath your ribs, and it's just, and you just got random pain pockets that you can't get out. I would do shit like just go running or just do some jumping jacks or do something. All right, now you just being a weirdo. You gotta go. But like I would do stuff just to literally get that, you know what I mean, feeling of pain out of my body, right? Now keep in mind, at this same time, I'm battling. At this same time, I'm having battles with people in the trenches, in Fight Club, in these different places to where I'm literally going, I'm going up against, you know what I'm saying? This is for my life right now. This is the way I'm making this bread, to be able to pay these hospital bills, to be able to like, so it was really life or death to me, those battles. Whether you understand, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, I wound up swallowing a camera, right? I swallowed the camera. We ain't, you know, I could do that, Sensei, but we ain't worried about all that. But I wound up swallowing a camera. It's called a capsule study, right? Where you swallow a pill. Hit that like too if you just coming in here, man. I ain't see them likes moving a while. Make sure you showing that like button some love, man, so these videos could do right in the algorithm, man. We working here, man. Appreciate your love and support, but let's keep it going the right way, all right? So I swallowed the camera, and the camera study showed that I had 12 ulcers. I had 12 ulcers, bro, in my intestines. Now, I don't know if these ulcers came from all this medicine y'all having me taking, which really, that's what that does. It really burns holes in your stomach, especially if certain aspirin, certain stuff, they tell you, acetaminophen, these are bad for your stomach lining, right? They got me taking all these different pills, all these pills that really ain't even helping, right? So finally, I go for what's called exploratory surgery. Now, I don't want to lie to y'all, but I think I had the surgery right before this gym battle. It's either one or the other. It's either I had the surgery right before it, or I was so messed up that I needed to have the surgery. But either way, I couldn't maintain for real. Like, I could play stuff off pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And literally my whole beginning of my career, I was sick. I was physically in like agonizing pain for like the most part of that. And it wound up taking about 12, 13 years out of my life for real. Like I'm just getting to the point maybe the last 5 years where it's like, oh, you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have certain pains no more, whatever. But literally my stomach is tied in a knot and stapled. Like that's literally construction of my stomach. And if I do like this and take a deep breath, like I know, you know, pause or whatever, I don't know, I don't want to take my shirt off and all this shit, but you can literally see when I take a deep breath that my body moves this way, right? Because it's tied up and stapled, right? So when they finally did this exploratory surgery, they basically found what's called a hiatal hernia, which basically means your stomach is going up into your esophagus by like that much. So they said my shit was like a baseball type size, and it was basically like this. So the whole time that y'all got me thinking that all this other stuff is just literally a piece of your stomach is up in your esophagus. messing up your whole shit. So I'm battling like this. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs and whatever, with this in my stomach, in my solar plex the whole time, right? So right before gym battle, I got a phone call, right? And they're telling me, how did I get over it? I got surgery on it. They pull it out, they tie your stomach in a knot. It's called a laparoscopic fundoplication. That's the name of the surgery, where they basically take a machine that has 6 arms. It stabs you in 6 places, and then they literally have a robot that goes in you and does all the work. So if you look, you know, these scars that I put this wolf love over, like you can still see some. It was 6 incisions where they went in there, tied my stomach in a knot, right? So I think it was right before this was about to happen. I think it was right before the surgery. So I get the call from Executive Nick, and he's like, "Look, we got a tournament, bro. It's the King of Fight Club tournament." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Which like, he's like, and it wound up being the 2 people that I told him I didn't want to battle at Streets to Block. I'm like, "Who's in it?" He's like, "You, Jen, Too Much, and Streets to Block." I'm like, "The 2 niggas I said I don't want to battle?" He like. So I'm like, wow. So I'm like, so, I mean, and it's no order? He's like, nah, we're just gonna, you know what I mean? You find out who you battling that day. So basically, you gotta have 9 rounds. You gotta have 9 rounds. You gotta have 3 different rounds for 3 different people because you don't know who you're gonna battle, right? So just imagine that. Nowadays, what do we get? We get 2-3 months before we balance somebody, and you know his whole personals. You could sit down and then write a whole essay about somebody in that time. But back then, this might have been a week or something beforehand that I find out I'm battling this guy, and not only am I battling this guy, I'm battling 3 different people or 2 different people, but I don't know which one of them is going to be. So you got to write 9 rounds. So what happened to me, by the grace of Allah, this will be happening to me. When I'm put in a situation where my back is against the wall, I usually flourish, which is it's kind of annoying that has to be the case for me, but that's normally the case. When I'm put in a situation to where it's fall or fly, I usually fly because what I'm gonna do, fall? No, I'm not going. I'm not going down without a fight at least. Hello? So I'm flapping these wings, baby. We taking off. What do you mean? I ain't, listen, I don't care. Whoever it is, $10,000 at MTV, fine. I started thinking immediately, wait a minute, DMX got dogs, Jen is Chinese. Oh, yep, that's one. Yeah, ain't it 2 billion people in China? Yeah, why don't you go over there and go platinum? Well, that. Yeah, you sleeping in the basement with your relatives. I just went straight racist. Shout to Jen. I just went to all the things that I knew would just make a whole crowd of people be like, oh, I just thought all of those immediately, right? Because I'm thinking $10,000. $10,000, you need that money, right? Because honestly, I had to pay for surgery out of my pocket. This wasn't no insurance covered thing. I had to literally pay out of my pocket to do what's called exploratory surgery. They couldn't find what was wrong, and they wouldn't know what was wrong unless they cut me open and literally looked. So I was literally battling for my own health, literally. I needed this money. So I thought of a bunch of things to say to him. I thought of a bunch of things to say to Too Much, but this was really helped me to learn my strategies as far as like how to break down somebody as an opponent, right? On some Art of Word War. If you haven't already, by the way, get the Art of Word War book, which is available right now on Audible, Google Play, Amazon, or just type in The Art of Word War by Serius Jones, or my government name, which is Salim Bligin, okay? And go check out, the Art of Word War. But that basically I learned at that time how you break a nigga down all the way. I started looking at his style for real. Wait a minute. He be having written bars, man. He just be throwing the freestyle in the beginning so they don't know. And then when he hits you with that line that you think is a freestyle, now everything is, oh, because you thought the whole thing was a freestyle, right? Now you're more excited because you think that was all freestyle. This guy must be a genius, right? Then another move that he used to do, which is a strong move for freestyling. He will always name drop. If there was somebody in the crowd that was famous, he's definitely going to have a bar about you. Even Game can recognize Game, right? And then point at Game. Like, oh, yo, that's crazy because that is Game right there. That's how that would work. So I looked at it as like, wait a minute. I got to break down his style. I got to cut his legs off. Pause. So he has nothing to stand on against me. This is when I learned how to do that in a comedic and you know what I'm saying, in player fashion though. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you just gotta do it. You gotta do it in a way to where it's entertaining and it's true. And it makes people be like, yeah, man, now you can't do it. Now you can't do the move. Because I just said to this crowd this whole time, watch, he gonna try to, I done peeped your whole rhyming game and it's kind of lame. All he do is look around the crowd, find a celebrity and start dropping names. And they like, oh, because now you remember it. He does do that, right? So boom. But before we even get into all this, right? Because this is the writing, this is the breakdown of the material, right? What really happened was, you know, on battle day, it's always the troops forming, right? Troops form up. You know, my little brothers was in the building, my homies, you know, a couple of the wolves, some other people that I don't even rock with no more that was moving like team at the time. You know what I'm saying? We in there moving, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said he's gonna make me go watch that battle. Go watch it. It's gonna hit different when you know all this stuff now, right? When you know all of this stuff was going on behind the scenes, it's gonna hit a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to live, yo. I was literally just trying to live. That battle was like, to me, was like, I gotta save my life. I gotta save my body. Something wrong with me. And no one knows, right? So right before the battle, I have a routine before battles. I normally do push-ups. I'm gonna go in the cut where it's quiet, go over my rounds, go over my rounds, go over my rounds. I'm gonna just go in the cut, just vibe, and just be going over and over in my head until I feel like I got it right? And then after that, I'm gonna come out when it's really time to go. I don't like being out there in the melee before it's time to perform, right? Because it's distracting, right? So what I did was, I went on the roof of the building. And I went on the roof because I was having like an emotional moment. Because it was hitting home to me that like, bruh, like I was realizing I couldn't really remember because I'm in pain. And pain literally makes you forget everything, believe it or not. If you're in certain type of pain, you're not thinking about nothing else. And when you're trying to think about something else and it just comes a sharp ass out of nowhere, yo, wait, hold up. What was I just talking about? My bad, bro. You good? No, yeah, I'm good. It'll take you right out your element. You know what I'm saying? It'll take you right into losing your train of thought, right? That's the scary part, losing your train of thought. When you mid-scheme, you mid this, but what wound up happening with me, once I get going, it's like an adrenaline thing. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm going, my adrenaline is going, and I'm kind of like out of my body, right? It's not me anymore type of thing. You know what I'm saying? What boy said, it's like an out of body experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like you really not you. You just in the moment. And you doing whatever you got to do for that moment. Just like if you're in a fight or whatever, you might be hurt. You won't feel it. You don't feel it until afterwards because that survival kicks in, right? It's the same thing, okay? So, but I didn't know that at the time, and I had never really been this in pain, this sick, and on this big of a stage. And to this day, this is probably still the biggest moment of my life as an artist, was the gym battle. That was the battle that really made me a star to the world. And this was the sickest I've probably ever been. But you can't tell. But right before that battle, I went on the roof. Post on Cash App. Okay. I will do that, and thank you. Um, how do you do that? Let me write something. I don't know how to write it. I'm feeling really slow. Start a poll, start a Q&A, shop filter top messages, or somebody else, Ralph. You hear me? It said the phone overheated, man. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, boom, we back. I see the thing going. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I need to, y'all gotta show me how to, hold on, let me write something. You know, I'm still like a dinosaur with certain stuff. My Cash App is $TheWolfway though. For homie that was asking, start to Speeds dollars. $TheWolfway. All right, that's my Cash App. You can send me something right now. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support. You know what I'm saying? I see you said tapping in from work, etc., etc. Yeah, $TheWolfway. All right. So boom, back at it like a crack addict. Basically, what happened and what transpired, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the roof. I'm on the roof before this battle. And I'm trying to, I'm just getting it together. I'm praying. And I'm praying like, yo, please just let me get through this. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to remember 9 rounds. I don't know who I'm battling, right? It could be any one of these 3. So once it's the first one, I'm like, okay, boom. Then I had the kid Too Much first, the England kid, right? That's when I hit him with the English muffin joint, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop the toaster and burn this little English muffin, because his whole twist was he would England you out, right? He would England you out. That was his whole thing. I'm sitting here with Serius, and you're really hilarious. And it's like, just people be laughing because the accent is so classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always been a thing in hip hop since then. You know what I'm saying? When they had those accents, we jacked it. You know what I'm saying? People liked it. It was like, yo, this is fun. This is entertaining. This is funny. You know what I'm saying? The London bloke is going crazy on you. Like, that was a thing, right? So I had to have that approach with him while I'm making fun of, you know what I'm saying? I'm making fun of, the whole thing, right? So you can't use it on me. Boom, got him up out of there. And then Jen battles the other guy. I'm watching they battle. If you look at the battle I'm having with Too Much, Jen is in the cut looking at me like, right? The camera flashes to him a couple times, right? And then when he winds up battling the Streets, the black kid, he did all the same moves that I know he does, right? It's like, yep, he's doing it. He's doing the thing, right? So I'm like, okay, boom, I know what he's doing, right? So I'm like, okay, when it was time for our battle, you see, I was all business. I didn't even laugh until it was like, if you notice, if you look at that battle, when the people are wilding out the most, I'm getting upset. That's how far gone mentally I was at the time. That's how so far out of even realizing what's going on around me I was. I didn't even care. I didn't care that they was going crazy. I was getting upset because I couldn't finish my bars. They going crazy and I'm like, yo, chill, like, chill out, yo. Like, if you look at it, I'm literally getting mad at the crowd for going crazy at me. I'm looking at it like, man, like, shut up, let me finish, right? But the reality of what's transpiring is they're already like, bro, you got it, like, right? But I was feeling like, man, just let me get this out, right? Because I was that focused, right? And what wound up happening is when people can see and feel that, not only is it like damaging to you, right? But it also looks like, yeah, hit that like button, like Jonas said. It also actually puts you in a space to where now other people are looking at you and just being like, yo, like it could tell you on one. But really what was happening was I'm so locked in, I'm so laser focused that I'm using everything that's happening. You know what I'm saying? A kid was standing there, right? There was a little young kid standing there. I guess he didn't know. He talking about, how you think this is a field trip? You're gonna bring your youngest son, and like pointed at the kid, right? but it wasn't working, right? So it didn't hit, right? So I'm like, ooh, yep, add that one. Okay. So as soon as the round starts off, I don't even know you, right? But you just told me to fuck him up. Like, they just, everything is, everything, the stars lining up now. You know what I'm saying? The stars lining up, everything is happening now in a way where it just seems like, oh my God, like there can be no, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't miss type of thing. Like you on fire. Then I see the mic there. This is why I knew it was over. But unfortunately, they used to make me go to sudden death overtime all the time. We talked about that on the last live yesterday when I'm breaking down the big ace battle. Check that one out also, right? When I almost jumped in the Hudson River because the police tried to bag me right before battle. Y'all don't know what be behind these battles? Boy, be real craziness and classicness and life changing things that be going on behind these battles, man. Little did y'all know this whole gin battle was literally for me to save my stomach. That's why I'm going in there going crazy and going classic. Because I had to. Life is serious, for real. So, you know, you go into that place because your soul knows it has to. And it's looking like, hey, we got to win, guys. All the cells in your body is like, come on, let's go. Right? And you better lead them motherfuckers to the promised land. Let's go. So when you're in that mode, ain't too much nobody can do, right? So I see the MTV mic laying there. I'm just like, ooh, Kurt Loder. Remember Kurt Loder? I was doing, this is Kurt Loder for MTV News and da-da-da. I was like, oh yeah, perfect. I seen the mic laying there. And you know what? Y'all want to see some freestyle? Because that was his whole thing. You ain't freestyling. You ain't really freestyling. Why people always want to plead no contest when they're getting slayed? Talking about freestyle. Nigga, the objective is getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Point to the money. Matter of fact, y'all want to see some freestyle, dude? I'm going to tell you what they're going to say tomorrow on MTV News. Pick up the mic. Jen is officially sold. Jen from Rough Riders career is officially over. That was it, right? But it was really such a relief to me just to finish and get through that battle, just get through that material, just be done. It was like a boulder lifted off my shoulder, you know. And after that battle, you know, I knew it was lit when it hit MTV. When it aired on MTV, I put that in my film. If you haven't checked that out also, called Life is Serious, right? That's also on the channel. Go check that out. It's classic from years ago. But I put that scene in there when I first saw myself on television because that's how it really happened, right? And you really see yourself, and now you're seeing it from the outside looking at how someone else would see it, and you thinking like, oh, like that's me. I knew it was over. I knew it was lit when that came out. I was like, oh nah, because I'm looking at it that way, and it's not me. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, we're not used to looking at ourselves on camera that much. It's not like before where we all had YouTube, we all got camera phones, we all got something to where we're looking at ourselves on camera. All of us at this point know how we look on camera. That wasn't really a thing back in the day, the early 2000s. You wasn't, you know what I'm saying, having a bunch of videos of yourself to even know how you move in this shit. So you looking at it like, oh shit, that's me. You know what I'm saying? You still kind of learning your own bop, especially on some battle rap, because most of them battles ain't come out. So you having a battle, people hearing about it, but it's not going straight to YouTube. You don't know. To this day, it's still probably only three. It's only 3 of my Fight Club battles that ever made it to the world for them to even see. That's the Moon battle, which you got to find on YouTube, the Big Ace battle, and the Gin battle, and the Too Much that same night. Other than that, there's plenty of battles that never really got the light because it wasn't YouTube back then. YouTube came out, what, 2006? Something like that? We talking about 2004. You know what I mean? So, you know, he said, you're a good storyteller. I appreciate that, Evan. I appreciate that. He tells a story on the mixtape too. Shit was like a movie. Nah, bro, like, If y'all haven't already, also, make sure y'all go check out all these other episodes that we got here. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best from now on to be more consistent with y'all. Keep the ball rolling, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the algorithm, keep the rhythming, you know what I'm saying? But the way this thing is now, if you don't put the work in, they're not gonna give you the traction. That's the crazy part. Like, I stopped posting as much and the viewership will go right down. You know what I'm saying? We back going back to back day after day, then you'll see it's 3,000, 2,500, whatever, right? So it's about consistency. Unfortunately, in this era, it's not like when before when you could just do something dope out the blue, just drop something dope, bam, I'm out. See y'all later. See y'all later when I got something else dope. It ain't like that. You got to damn near have a community of dopeness. Hello? Before they even, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because honestly, as y'all can see, this is actually helping me, this whole story-esque thing, because what's really happening is tapping me into the things and the periods of life that I've never really shared with y'all. It's really making me understand certain things about my own journey that I might not even looked at it like that before. And it's like, damn, wow. Yeah, that's deep. You was really battling for survival. Literally. Your biggest moments were your biggest moments in battle rap because literally those were the times where I literally was fighting for my life. That's crazy. But I never really thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying? At least not recently. You know what I mean? And I never shared these things because for the most part, black people don't like, you tell somebody you sick, they'd be like, what's wrong with you? They're like, you know what I mean? It's almost like you don't want people looking at you as like you're sick or something wrong with you because they treat you differently. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want people treating me, you know what I mean? Looking at me like, we supposed to have some sympathy for you. And nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So it's really that pain and that struggle of me physically having issues, having health issues for years and years. It kind of led me to be more antisocial, a lot colder when it comes to certain things. When it comes to money, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about your, when people be complaining about regular stuff, I'm looking at them like, nigga, I've been in pain for 10 years straight. So what are you talking about? You complaining to be about some whatever, like that don't resonate with somebody like, but you never know what somebody's going through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my niece Hannah. That changed my perspective again because I was looking at it like, man, sometimes you do get in why me mode. Sometimes you do get in mean, man, F everybody mode, man. Why ain't nobody out there? I don't know what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even feel like being social, especially as an entertainer or whatever, right? Because you somewhere and people, hey, whatever, right? It's supposed to be happy. You're supposed to just be, a cool guy because you're Serius Jones. What's up? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, bro, you don't even know. I don't even want to be here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just trying to be as cordial as possible, but you really thinking like, I could pop on something right now. Like, what? You know what that's like? Just having pain that won't go away, no matter what you do. And what I got tangent sidetracked, I was thinking my niece, Hannah, she had sickle cell. And imagine seeing a little girl. Imagine seeing a pure, innocent little girl that can't escape pain. That's in the hospital for the majority of her young life. That's how it was for her. So that changed everything for me. That made me stop looking or stop feeling sorry for myself a little bit because it's like, bro, it's people out here dealing with way worse than you. It's a guy right now that be sending me beats that's literally making beats, no homo, with his tongue. He literally got a screen that his family set up for him. He's in a wheelchair and he makes the beats like this, making bangers. That's crazy. Like it ain't no excuse, bro. It ain't really none. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep thugging. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it comes down to. That's what the reality of, greatness is, man. it's on the other side of pain. That's what I really believe, man. But he said, my best friend died from it 2 years ago. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to him, man. What's up, Jones? How late are you? You on the tail end, brother. You on the tail end, man. I was basically telling the story of what was behind the gin battle and, what wound up, the real motivation behind it, some of the things I was dealing with at that time. And basically what it was able to produce for me was an opportunity for people to see my personality on a broad scale. That was the main win in that battle, was that you got to see, who is this guy? It's the guy. It's not the fact that I just won the battle. It's the guy. It's the personality of this guy. It's like, yo, hold up, he on some stuff. Like, oh, check him out. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the real blessing of it. That was the thing that, changed my life. It put me in front of not only executives, but the masses, right? Because that's what really changes it. It's the executives. When there's those guys, those guys that's sitting there with the suits on, that's like, in the office, and they're looking like, who's this guy right here? That's what changes it, right? Because they're looking at it and they're looking at, like, they're seeing star power. They're seeing, no, nah, this is what we need, right? They want to promote that. They're like, yeah. You got some more of this? You guys got more of this? This Fight Club stuff ain't too bad, right? That's what they thinking. And that's where, honestly, we got to get back to. Because we're at a point where the culture is going backwards in terms of being more of like a little niche type of culture. It's going back to that. But at one point, it was getting commercialized. It was broad. It was something that was getting broadcast on not only television, but it was something that was in syndication. It kept playing over and over and over. If you look at the Fight Club, that shit was playing over and over and over. I think it was the second highest rated show on MTV2. You know what I'm saying? That's real viewership. 80 million homes every day. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how many people actually really found out? Actually, how many people really knew me behind that? It's 80 million homes. I can't even gauge how many human beings that might have been that, that I got a chance to touch, pause. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 years, 3 years of 80 million people watching you every other day. There's no way you can buy that kind of viewership. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy that kind of fame. So that's the blessing. Shout out to Fight Club, man. And this is how real Fight Club is. A lot of y'all don't know the real story behind them. And I ain't gonna put too much of their business on blast. You just put it this way. There's some heavy dudes behind Fight Club. Some heavy dudes. And when I say heavy, I'm talking about like heavy, like that bag, right? As far as I know, one of them, they had a situation. One of them went out of the country, got low, living his life. You know what I'm saying? But it was actually a resurgence, and it was supposed to be an event. I don't know how long ago, but they actually hit me up, and this is show you how much money they be getting. They hit me up, and bro had a check for me. I ain't gonna say how much, but they gave me a check, and we never even did anything. Keep them. It's like, all right. But that just goes to show you, like, there's some people that really do have, the power to influence and don't even care about the fame of it. That's the crazy part, because that's what some of the Fight Club guys were. You don't even know them. You don't even know who's behind Fight Club, right? To this day. Only people you know is Executive Nick, if you know him, and International P. Hold it down! 60! That's the only two people you know. You don't know the money behind it. You don't know whatever, because they was real street dudes that actually was sticking to the code. So I'm respectful of that, first of all. But anyway, I'm gonna read a couple of y'all comments before we get out of here. My phone is heating up all crazy. And I'm gonna go bust me a little move one time. Let me see. Do you still run into International P from time to time? No, but I've seen him. I seen he's doing his thing, man. He be with French. He on his Muslim deen, alhamdulillah, boys. So shout out to him. Your evolution is inspiring. Keep telling the stories because your testimony guides others. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. It's not easy to always stay inspired, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to forget the rest. I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I understand constantly being in pain. Autoimmune diseases are the worst. Man, all I say is, bro, pray. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the way and just do things that are good for the body in other ways. So like that's what it used to help me when I was in pain. I would do things like you could do things like acupuncture. You could do things like go get a massage. You do things like just lay in a tub of hot water, Epsom salt. You know what I'm saying? Like just do things to stimulate your body pulse in ways that even if the pain's gonna come back, right? Still gonna feel it, but at least it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, less. You know what I mean? In some way. That's how I used to deal with it. You know what I mean? But I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you my world. Oh yeah, shout out to Eminem, man. Hamilton versus Jones forever legendary. We'll break that down one of these days. We'll break down the Charles Hamilton legacy too. He said, bro, I missed the whole story. I watched the playback. Yeah, it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't already hit the like, hit the like. I appreciate everybody that came through. Whatever I do, a full circle battle. Yeah, I mean, as long as they tap in and we can work it out business-wise, why not? You know what I'm saying? You just got to do right. For some reason, I don't know. For some reason, me and ARP just be having a weird type of dynamic with me sometimes when it comes to, now maybe he just really retired and he don't, or whatever. But I feel like they be picking favorites over there. Like, why does he like Big K so much? Like, I don't know, but he just be picking a person and like, this gonna be my person. Ill Will or Big K or whatever. And then you'll only see them battle over there. But it's like, I mean, is that what it's come to? Like, battle rappers gotta pick sides? Like, you can't just be an artist and perform your art where you get paid to do it? Like, that's weird to me, but I don't know, man. This battle rap game politically is weird. And there's people that got a lot of egos and extra dumb stuff in the way of just good talent and good star power. Let a star shine. That's it. Get out the way. Apparently, a lot of people want to try micromanaging. So it is what it is. Diet change, definitely. Diet change, definitely. Look up, this is some game I'll give you for free too. Look up alkaline versus, you know what I'm saying, acid. Like it's just certain things. You can have what's called an alkaline test, right? And it will tell you that what your body agrees with and what doesn't, right? It will tell you that, you're this much acidic, your pH levels, etc., right? Because that's what we don't get. That's what the doctors don't tell us. They don't give us no game. They don't give us no game on how to live, how to stay healthy, how to feed ourselves for real, so we don't come back to them. Because why would they? Why are they gonna tell us how to not need them? How that's gonna help them, right? They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you how to come back. Here, take this pill, come see me in 2 weeks. They're not gonna tell you eat this herb and you'll never have to come see me again. Hello? So we gotta do that homework ourselves. And it's just certain stuff that's like literally that made me have to learn about the body. It made me have to learn about health and all that because I had no choice. Like I said, it was 3 years that I was going to the doctor, and even when I got out of surgery, this is how I knew how crazy the medical institution is. Even when I got out of surgery, you know what the dude said? I was like, so what can I eat? What should I eat? And he said, oh, you can eat anything. I'm like, what? Like even anybody that's not even having physical issues, they'll tell you don't eat nothing spicy. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat nothing that's, fried, deep fried. That's just basic stuff. They ain't even tell you that. They're like, yeah, you can eat anything. You're good. I'm just like, how? That doesn't make sense. He's like, I'm just saying you. So I said to him, like, well, I mean, I can eat pizza, I can eat this and this and that. That's not smart, right? And he's like, well, I'm just saying, like, you want to eat something, you eat it. I'm looking like, oh man, this ain't, you know what I mean? We gotta really take care of ourselves, man. because the institution of, you know, American medicine is not predicated on us. It's not meant to, you know, it's not meant to take care of us, yo. It's meant to get money off us. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta take care of each other, man. And anything I can share with y'all, anything, you know, that somebody else is going through and I can help make better, you know, I'll do my best, man. That's the least I could do as somebody that's, you know, that has a testimony and that's been through a whole lot of stuff and survived and able to still be here by the grace of Allah. So make sure you tap into Meet the Wolf. It's out now. I saw somebody asking what's on streaming platform earlier. Tap into Meet the Wolf. Tap into G.I. Jones. Tap into COF. You know what I'm saying? And just check out the new work that I got. You know what I'm saying? We got new work out. The Art of Word War. The Battle Rap Handbook is available now on Audible, Google Play, etc. If you want to show some love and send a Cash App, it's $TheWolfway. $TheWolfway. Anything helps, man. $5, $20, $50, anything you want to do to, you know what I'm saying? Just bless me, help me keep going on this mission. I appreciate y'all, man. And I love y'all. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Everybody have a blessed day. Salute. He said I just caught the live. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all stay in tune. Like, comment, subscribe, yo. We going all the way up like a turtleneck, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Inshallah. Salute.